Okay, well, I wanted to talk about the food thing real quick.
Okay.
Now I sound like her on the forgiveness. Okay, one more thing. Let's talk about that.
How dare you?
The food. Okay, I had found
Tisha always with this food.
I gotta look it on my phone, but there are so many ingredients, y'all, that are banned in other countries that are not banned here.
Right.
And you have to wonder why. General Mills cereal banned in most European countries. All that cereal they say is bad for you. It causes cancer. Skittles is banned in a lot of countries for the food coloring that causes cancer.
Yeah.
And this doctor was saying that we're killing our kids by giving them so much of this stuff that we think is like for them to eat, but it's not. It's killing them. And it was like if your child has like what do you call it?
ADHD.
Or change the food. Change the food. Get rid of the sugar. And then
with all the
you'll see a difference.
Well, I don't say so-called diseases, but yeah, the diseases too change.
Right.
They say if you fast for 7 days, a water diet or whatever, you will see a drastic change in your body. You can heal yourself, you know. That's hard to do.
I did a cleanse for 10 days. No
Were
food.
you eating? No. See that?
And what it did, because it detoxifies you.
Absolutely.
You have like a headache for days 1 through 3.
Because you going through withdrawals.
But then after that, and can't tell it now, but at the time I lost 15 pounds in those 10 days. 15 pounds. Just from detoxifying. So yeah.
It is recommended that you do it at least twice a year.
A cleanse?
A good cleanse.
Not bad.
I wanted to come back on
you doubt it?
No, I still don't know. That's my problem about all that. Go ahead, what you say?
A chicken.
Ugh.
I think they're doing something, and this hurts my heart because I love chicken.
Love some good chicken, girl.
Yeah.
They killing you with the chicken.
They are.
They are.
They killing you with the chicken. I didn't even know certain chicken was banned in other countries because what we do here with our chicken, we chlorinate it, and that's pretty much bleach.
Yeah, bleach. I've seen it. That's crazy.
When you think about that, why you got to do that? And I think because we have so many fast food restaurants, I think they have to find a way. If you think about it, look at all the Chick-fil-A's. There is no way they could process that much chicken for our big hungry asses without.
I heard a few years ago that, they had to change the name of Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC because they weren't even selling
chicken
real
anymore.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're doing horse meat from somewhere.
Yeah.
One of them had horse meat found in there in
I
McDonald's.
think some people are like labbing it. Like, I don't even think it's a real.
Like a rubber,
I don't even think it's an animal, period.
Yeah.
Like a tofu.
I've seen
like just a
that
fake
too.
something. I like tofu actually, but.
Or like cloning the chicken.
Yeah, cloning the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think about we eating bleached chicken, that's crazy. But they was, but anyway, y'all.
Sorry,
so
my
I'm gonna
thoughts
just
that
tell.
come to my head is just.
I'm gonna just tell my own testimony for chicken. I was waking up in the morning like somebody had ran over me with a truck. Like my whole body felt like I was like had arthritis, and I was like, Lord Jesus, here we go. So I'm just like, what is going on with me? Because and it would take me minutes to get going. Like my whole body would just hurt, and I'd be like, why? I'm active. I'm not just. I mean, I ain't like Shira, but I'm still active enough to where I shouldn't be hurting. So I was just like praying, like, what is going on? And then I just felt like it's something I'm eating, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Long story short, I had run across this girl on TikTok. And she said, if you having these symptoms, cut the chicken out.
Did you cut it out?
I cut the chicken out. And it's been almost 3 weeks now. And that pain.
How do you feel? I was just
that pain
That pain went away.
That pain went away.
Yeah.
Because
Are
it's
you
something
done?
in the chicken.
Or you think you might go back to it?
No, I'm done with chicken.
Yeah.
I'm done with chicken. Because it's my body was affected by it.
Yeah,
My body, and they said that you're supposed to eat by your blood type. I don't know how true that is, but I've seen a couple people say eat for your blood type. But that means I would have to go and get a nutritionist to tell me what by my blood type. But I just I'm done with the chicken.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
You know, I had went vegetarian for 3 years before.
Oh, did
But
you?
but the doctor told me to get back off of it because my
When you
teeth.
get like hype. Oh, okay. Because
He was like, I didn't have I wasn't doing it the right way. Everybody biting
You
some
wasn't
type
getting
of
the right nutrients.
Summer.
You wasn't getting the right
I wasn't
nutrients
the
and
protein in
stuff.
my body. Something
okay.
wasn't. I would probably have to have a dietitian to help me
you.
make me Right. But yeah, I was 3 years.
You was
but
a bad vegetarian eater. I'm a bad vegetarian
that's
eater.
what I had told myself when we got off the cruise. I wasn't gonna eat like I want to be done with the red meat. I hadn't bought any chicken, and it's like it's a struggle for me to go to the grocery store because I'm like I
What
just
do I buy?
gravitate to the fish.
Yeah, me too.
The fish and the shrimp, although that's probably not good either. But I'm like, so I had bought. They got these little trays of shrimp ceviche or whatever, and so I was like, okay, I got some of that, and mainly just like seafood products or whatever, meats or whatever. And
I
so
had
I'm just like,
y'all remember I used to suffer from migraines heck bad. I can't remember I'll have one on a one-off, but I haven't had migraines like that since I became a vegetarian.
Really?
Like, not in years. And I don't miss it. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I think I'm pretty healthy, though.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
No migraines, none of that, yeah. So.
I want to get on birth control real quick. There's been studies that show that birth control causes cancer.
Of course. That's been for years.
Yeah.
But they've added so many forms of it.
Yeah.
It causes cancer and PCO, what's the P word?
The hormone thing.
PCOS or PSOC or whatever. And it causes like infertility too.
Yeah.
If you go for so long. But they were saying that the FDA finally stamped it now.
Oh, okay.
Like a level of cancer. Like I forgot the name. I'm trying to find the name of it, but like it's the same level of cancer as it will be for cervix, like a cervix cancer. So it's a serious thing. So no matter that, I feel like anything you do that's going against your body, that's going against the natural. She's too tired. The natural flow of things.
And every time she raised that little quarter.
The natural flow of things, I think it affects your body. It's a consequence to that, I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I just want to give these 5 times.
Oh.
Because I'm serious about this, y'all. I really appreciate that. Because we are sick. We are sick people.
And we don't even realize it.
I ain't know Coke was banned in a lot of countries too. That's crazy when you think about that. But they said you need to be looking out for food dyes. If you see the ingredient RBGH, look out for that. Any type of animal that has a drug attached to it. And then potassium bromate. That's in like a lot of our junk food. And then vegetable oil.
Yeah. Vegetable.
So when you're looking at those different types of,
I don't even cook in vegetable oil no more.
I don't
buy
either,
olive oil,
but they changed. I heard something about the olive oil the other day, and I'm like, they keep changing it. Yeah. I went from grapeseed oil to avocado oil, olive oil, and I'm like,
it's nowhere to go.
Yeah. But they coconut oil too. I use coconut oil, and it looked kind of like the crisp. Well, it don't really look. You know how
I know what you mean. The texture,
I saw this little new Dr. CB guy talking about don't be eating honey because honey is not good for you.
With
it's made
dreads,
for
I can't think of his name, but
he said honey was bad for you because it's not made for us. The same way milk is not made for us.
Yeah.
So he said honey was for her to feed her babies.
Yeah.
Like milk.
Like milk was. He said use, I think, was it agave or?
Yeah, agave.
And then if you're going to drink milk, use coconut milk.
I haven't got there yet.
You still drink homogenized milk?
I still drink from the cow. Just give me the cow tits.
To get away, but my kids, they do not like it.
Chobani, extra creamy, oat milk it has a consistency.
They said oat milk. They said coconut milk is the one.
I don't like the way it tastes. I'm not giving up oat milk. I love Chobani extra creamy, but I don't see how y'all drink homogenized milk. It is cow pus.
It's very nasty.
Well,
but I don't drink it like that. Now I'll put it in my cereal just to get that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't drink the milk. I don't put a whole big spoon of milk with my cereal just to have my cereal moist.
Yeah.
But
you too. I don't even eat cereal no more.
I don't really eat cereal like that, but I do.
Girl, some O's.
Oh, We are definitely related. That
Girl,
is
them
my
O's.
favorite
That's
cereal.
the only kind I buy for me. I buy the kids something
Summer,
different.
I do the same thing whenever I was eating cereal. It's O's, and I be like, y'all don't touch my O's.
Okay, don't mess with
Good
my
job.
O's. And you know they only make the little box.
Yeah. You
they
gotta
good?
look for it. Girl,
They are
yes.
good.
You could even let them sit in the milk for a little while and they still crunchy. Girl, I love O's.
I
You can eat
never
them
had
plain.
I never had
they're
O's.
good.
Girl, I love
O's, like
O's.
hoes.
Yeah, but with the O.
H-O-H-S.
But you gotta find them in some stores. Some stores don't sell them. Sometimes you gotta look for them. But I love O's.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I used to eat. O's.
O's.
I've never even heard of that. It's strange.
But we definitely related there. You said, do we have a rapid fire? We do. I feel like I've been kind of quiet.
What's a rapid fire?
This gonna wake you up.
Wow. It's been because you over there yawning every 2 seconds. I thought you didn't have a lot on this topic. He's like, I got one more thing. Just like one more thing.
I'm like, all I gotta do is this video.
Yes.
And,
And she's like, well, real quick. So our rapid fire, I don't even know if we'll be able to get through this, but we'll try.
How many?
what time
I think it was like 14.
Yeah, we got time. Okay.
Okay, right? It was like
It was 15.
15.
Yeah, it was.
If your spouse cheats, are you staying or are you leaving?
To the left, to the left.
To the left.
In the
No.
closet.
I can't say. It's easier said than done to say you leaving. So just don't say what you gon' I just don't know. Okay, hold on. A spouse, definitely I wouldn't know. Boyfriend or fiance, there's room for bye-bye. I think it's different. But a spouse for sure.
Eek. I will
For
say
sure.
this. Let me start by saying this. It takes a strong person to stay. It takes a strong person to go. Y'all hear me say that all the time. So I don't ever want to make a person feel one way or the other. If you choose to stay, oh, you stupid. And if you choose to go, I would have stayed. It takes a strong person to do both. I disagree. I think that it's a level when it comes to marriage based off of the commitment. But as far as the action itself, I feel like it's because the reason why I say that is because for some people, a piece of paper and a ring doesn't mean anything to them. So whatever behaviors they had over here, they just carry them over. So,
No, I'm saying, but wouldn't it be easier to, what I'm saying is.
well, your boyfriend didn't make a promise and a vow and commitment to you.
That's what I'm saying.
altar.
So it's easier to be like, this is.
So you saying you would leave the spouse first over the boyfriend?
No, I'm saying it'd be easier to leave a
to leave a
boyfriend,
boyfriend.
or a fiance versus leaving a husband.
Oh, a husband.
Because y'all have a covenant. It's different. So I feel like that's more.
It would be easier, but it's kind of still a challenge because, again, my boyfriend didn't make a vow and choose me. And I mean, this is really a relationship that's not even really recognized over here versus over here, you made a vow, you chose me, you made a promise, a commitment, you did all of these things. And that's betrayal.
I think.
First off, I think it. Oh, sorry, Summer.
Go ahead.
First, it would have to matter the situation. Was it a one night stand, or was it an affair?
Here we go.
Or was it an affair? Because affairs be taking a turn for everlasting love. Look like these days. Affairs go on versus I don't know, one night.
I hear this, but can we date it? Because here's why. Because here's why. I hear people say that, well, if he had an affair, that's different. Well, he could have an affair because y'all got situations going on at home and he's bored and he hasn't got caught yet and it's available and it's easy and we just keep doing it. I don't have to be in love with you. I just keep doing it. And on the alternative, you can have a one night stand because honestly, you like the thrill of cheating or, sneaking around. And you could actually have feelings for your one night stand. You can be emotionally attached to your one night stand. And it could have happened one time, but you can carry on in your marriage with me thinking about her or whatever the case may be. What?
So, no, I'm asking. So, what are you saying? Are you saying that a one night stand or an affair is two different things? It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
I have to know your motive because I feel like when women say that, it's kind of like one might mean something to him and one might not. But that could easily be swapped. He could care about his one night stand. He could have an emotional attachment and been cheating on you emotionally with her. And then it goes to a physical level. Yep. And it's a one night stand. But over here, he just had an affair because, because some men will tell you we just do stuff just because.
I think if you messing with a woman more than 6 months, a year behind your wife, baby, you got two families.
But here's my thing. What's the difference between a one night stand? Because it takes time. You don't slip into somebody else's bed. You gotta.
They slip a lot.
But here's my thing. With a one night stand, you have to plan it. You have to schedule it. You have to get in your car, drive to them. It's a lot of stuff that goes into that. But either way it goes, this is not a factor. So I need to know your mindset, not the time, the mindset. Where was your mindset in your one night stand? Where was your mindset when you were having an affair?
But the mindset can change after a one night stand. I can say, ooh, I think I feel something. I'm not going to ever do this again, but you keep finding yourself going back. Now y'all on dates. Now y'all doing this. But that's a full-fledged affair. That's what I'm saying.
So you saying, so again, it's the length of time. Because, do you care if his emotions are
hand in hand?
Yeah, what if because his emotions can be wrapped up in either one or not be wrapped up in either one.
So, or y'all not looking at, okay, so if he tell you it's a one night stand, would that make a difference?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
If I was married, I don't know. I'm saying if you made a mistake, that's my other word for one night stand, a mistake, so are you saying you're gonna leave him every time?
I'm saying, because
that's
not
that
a mistake. It's like you intentionally
did
what
that.
you were doing.
Okay, well, but what if I say I'm never gonna do it again? I was wrong.
Okay,
are you gonna leave him? For one time?
See, here's my thing about. Go ahead, Summer.
Well, no, for me, I just feel like I'm gonna look at where are we at in our relationship. It doesn't matter what, like, okay, if it was a one night stand or if it was the 2 mindset, years or whatever. Where are we at right here? You know what I'm saying? For me, like if I'm at an emotional state to where I've tapped out. Emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually, and the communication is not there. We at odds and end. I'm gonna leave because you didn't broke the straw waiting on you to break. Yeah, you didn't broke the last of the last. Like there is no need for
Okay, I thought you meant where are we, like the state of our relationship?
Yeah, the state of our relationship too. All of that goes hand in hand. Where are we in the state of our relationship? If we're not both feeding into it and you cheat on me and I'm not wanting to have sex with you or I'm not wanting to, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then let's just go on and call it quits, bro. You didn't cheated. Gone. But now if we're at a point where I thought everything was good. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't cheat it.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna be looking at like, okay, I may not. I don't know if I'll automatically. It's easy to say that I'm just gonna leave off the rip versus I'm gonna think about what all we have, you know what I'm saying? Invested in. Develop to get, just the whole picture. It's gonna be harder to
he can give more reasons than earth, wind, and fire.
But it also it's based on his
afterwards, the aftermath.
Yeah, now you're not gonna keep cheating. Like if I give you, if you know what I'm saying, if I let you make it on this go round for whatever reason, it's not going to be an ongoing thing because you have some relationships, some marriages where they do that. Sometimes it's just the man. Sometimes it's both the woman and the man.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what's the point? Just
and then
go ahead and
sometimes
let
you
it
have
go.
people who make that mistake and they never do it again. Their relationship is stronger than ever.
Yeah, you do.
It can happen.
You do. I've seen. I mean, No, I've seen that. Yeah. So, like, I mean, hey, if
you
y'all can get that,
if a couple is married for 50 years, you think they went through nothing?
Stuff. Yeah,
I expect you to go through some things. Please understand, to my audience, I play devil's advocate. This is for me, the single one in the group. I can play devil's advocate. Because it's a conversation piece. It doesn't mean that these are it's my personal thoughts, but I feel like sometimes when it comes to cheating, it could be a one-off. It could be a one and done. Mm-hmm. Here's my problem with this. Because
I got notes.
Let me tell you why. I would be remiss or a liar to say that in my marriage I didn't fantasize about what? I'm just being honest. About cheating. Not with a specific person. It's just this girl looks appalled.
No,
I'm just saying because here's the thing. This is what I put. We have novels and movies that they paint these implicit pictures that an affair is like vivacious and frivolous and it's sultry and it's exciting. And so you be wanting so your mind gets a little curious. It doesn't mean that I would act upon it. But here's the thing, because I feel like when you to the core of it is actually flippant, it's hurtful, it's disrespectful, it tears families down. But my thing is, what's left after the carnage, my mental state when he's cheated on me, because now I'm constantly painting pornographic pictures in my head of you and her, running myself amok. Oh, shoot, I wonder if she kissed him. Like, did he touch her? Like, my head is going crazy.
Until you forgive him.
No, I could forgive him. You think you're so boy, you think you nickel slick. I got your penny change. I could forgive him. Okay. But forgiveness or not, y'all know them thoughts gonna be there. You gonna be, I don't wanna be thoughts, I don't wanna be playing Pea Patrol. I don't wanna be looking over my shoulder wondering if it was a one and done. Do you still think about it? Are you gonna go back again?
It would definitely
man, it's just
that would be
so with this right here, your view, is this for marriage because you've been married before, or is this for any space?
My transparency, I've been in a marriage where I've been cheated on and I stayed. I stayed.
Okay.
Because I thought about all those things too. Oh, it's a marriage. You know, we've invested time. We got kids in this. He was at $100K a year. I'm not gonna lie. I was in a comfortable lifestyle.
Right.
You know, and then you don't want to disrupt your kids. Their lifestyle. We in a 2-story home in McKinney, you know, you don't want to disrupt that. You don't want to shift that. But I think that for me, this is the best way I could say this. I think this is a big thing with cheating. Once that foundation, is like when you have a home, once that foundation is broken, everything else is going to shift. And that's the hardest part. It's not the act of it itself. How much shifts after the foundation is, I don't trust you. You've broken our intimacy. Right. I might not want to sleep with you sexually. I don't want to.
Are you gonna stay around for that? Because you're not gonna want to.
Have you opened the door for somebody else to come in?
Exactly
on the females' part, because you did. You know, you had some women like, well, you did.
Got a shoulder to lean on.
So
it
could be my.
I just feel like you said a minute ago, like it depends on the state of our relationship. But here's my thing: I am a very preventative person. I don't cheat in relationships because we would all be lying if we said we didn't lust. You put me next to a coworker and he tall, dark, and handsome, beard, body, yada, yada, like sexy, and he rubbing up against me every day. Let me get that staple or whatever we doing. I'm going to think about it. But I just feel like when it comes to cheating, remove yourself from the situation. If you feel yourself getting to that point to where you looking and like dang, okay, here you go. Quit your job. I don't care what you have to do to be preventative. Or like you said, depending on the state of our relationship. Why didn't we have these conversations prior to you cheating? Because is that what you really wanted to do? And this was an excuse to go and do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
My ex-husband would cause arguments. And no matter how much I tried to repair him, it was like, well, you know, I was mad, so I went out and cheated. And it just like, after a while, you was like, no, that's an excuse. Yeah. You want to cheat.
That's what you want to do.
That's what you want to do.
And now you're trying to pick an argument with me to go and do that. So
I don't know, but I do not. I just feel like for me, and I agree with both of you, it would take a lot of thought. You can't say what you would or wouldn't do in those situations, but I really don't think it matters for me if it was a one-night stand or an affair.
So you would leave? What you're saying? Or you saying you can't say what you would do?
This is why I can't say what I would, because I've done it because I've stayed before. Do I think I would stay at this point in my life? No. And here's why I don't think I would stay at this point in my life. One, all men and women don't cheat. So I'm with a cheater. So I'm with a cheater. Right. Okay. Two, if we on a marital level and you chose me and you selected me, I don't know how I respect you. And that's a big thing for a woman, because you look at that sucker when he wake up like
you gonna
cheating,
be right,
or female, because women cheat on men too. You're gonna wake up and look at that person like, I lose respect for you as a man.
That's the worst
Your
thing.
integrity. And that's the worst. Because once I don't respect you no more as a man, I'm just calling you whatever and just, we doing whatever.
Yeah, no.
Now I'm going to give you a reason to go cheat.
Right.
Because I ain't got no respect left.
Right.
I would say no. And it's just simply, I can't do it. Because all men don't cheat. So I'm with a cheater. You're a cheater.
And then it's like, you've wasted all of this time. How much time and energy are you going to continue to waste for this person to get it right? If you're there and they're not there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like I'd be waiting on the shoe to drop. Like, you cheated one time and we might be good for 5 years, 10 years, but when is that?
Yeah.
So do you think once a cheater, always a cheater? Or do you think we would feel that way?
No. I think you gotta, no.
Think once a cheater, always a cheater.
You gotta be mature.
And just because a man cheat with one woman
don't mean he gonna cheat on another one.
Or but I'm saying once a cheater, always a cheater with you. Like, meaning he was with you, could he change? Could he not do it again once a cheater?
I mean, if he cheated that first time and realized he almost lost practically the best thing that he had going on, then I don't think.
Did he really realize? Because he knew that in the beginning. I'm saying took that for granted.
Circumstances where he do realize. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Do you think once a cheater always cheated in the relationship that he did it in? Meaning he cheated on me?
I don't think so.
So he can, but I'm gonna always think that he's doing something, is what you're saying.
I would, because I create narratives. I'm cuckoo in the head. So I'm going to create narratives.
Women create narratives.
Yeah, absolutely.
We create narratives.
Because men leave us too much room for us to fill in our own
We have a whole showdown. We can go 6 months out with a whole scenario.
I bet they met like this. I bet, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
But for me now where I am, no. Because let me tell you why. I said, I want a man who knows how to control his flesh. I want a man who's emotionally mature to know what and who he wants. I want a man who understands the severity and the seriousness of our foundation and what we've built. And if he's willing to squander that on something that's minuscule, minute, or doesn't mean anything, or one night stand or affair, I don't really think you my type of dude. No, I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater, but you ain't cheating on me again.
Now, I will say, like I said, if we're not married, that's why I say marriage, I would be like, it's easier said than done. To just be like, I'm going to walk away from this marriage. But if we just together, I'm not giving you a second chance. Because to me, that's one that comes before destruction. Although it may sound contradictory because it can happen in marriage, I feel like we've already made that union. I can't say. But if we just together, no, I'm not taking you back if you cheat. No.
And that's
what if he comes to you again? I mean, and he's like, I made a mistake, I realized. And
how is the boyfriend a difference from the
I just think it's different.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if the husband can cheat the one time and never do it again, then what about the boyfriend who cheat
one time and never do it again? Maybe he didn't know where y'all stood. Maybe,
I don't have no reason to have to stay. You technically single until you married anyway.
I think that's an excuse though when women do that. I don't have a reason why I stay to the boyfriend, but I got a reason. But I used the title of marriage and the ring to stay attached to my husband. It's more than a title.
It's a covenant that they made.
And he broke it. Or she broke it.
Okay, but that wife, if she wants to stay, she does have every right to stay. And
so could the girlfriend.
But okay, if you just with somebody and y'all just dating and he cheat, that's one that comes before destruction. You do look at dating different from marriage. I do think people look at dating or going together different from marriage. It's a whole different level.
But what you're saying,
not so quick to walk away.
Has more obligation to you than what the boyfriend does. So if
you made a vow to me, he didn't.
Yeah, I heard what you said,
and I agree with you too. But here's my thing, though. I think that you shouldn't fight harder. I think you should definitely fight harder for a marriage than you should a boyfriend. But I agree with you. Just because he cheated while y'all were dating doesn't mean it. I think the same rules apply on both ends. The husband could do a one-off. The boyfriend could do a one-off.
Yeah.
And I get you with the warning comes before destruction, but here's my thing. Like, for you to get me down that road over that hill into marriage and to get me there in that covenant and then do that to me, it's the ultimate betrayal. I don't know how I feel about you doing your character, your ability to do that to me.
I feel like it is the ultimate betrayal, but I'm just saying, I feel like for me, I would be more or less torn about leaving the marriage than I would be leaving a boyfriend.
I agree with you 100% because that's what made me stay in my first marriage.
Yeah.
Because I hid behind the title of this is a marriage. This is my husband. This is different. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. He's the same sucker that cheated on you like the last sucker. He just got your y'all just share a last name. He still cheated just like the other dudes. The result is the same. You're going to be broken. You're going to be damaged. You're actually going to be more broken and damaged because it's a covenant. How dare you? You're going to be hurt. You put our family in jeopardy, our finances in jeopardy, our kids in jeopardy.
So was he the person that hurt you the most?
Who, my ex-husband? No.
Have you been hurt more?
I'm just, I don't care. Which husband?
Like, have you been hurt more besides him? Meaning that ain't the most damaging thing. Something else that wasn't a marriage might have been the most damaging thing.
I've never been damaged.
Or when I say damaged, meaning in that moment.
Okay. In that moment, I think that, and this is real talk, I think I felt the most hurt, but it did when hindsight looking back, it really don't have anything to do with his action. I think the thing that hurt me the most is that I hid behind it being the title of a marriage and I stayed. That's what I was more mad at myself for staying with someone who broke his vows and promises to me and made me feel an insecurity or question myself or whatever it was. Because I hid behind, this is my husband. It's that lethal loyalty. Because somebody has a title, position does not give you permission. You being my husband don't make it okay for you to cheat no more than it does the boyfriend.
No, I don't think it makes it okay. But I do think for me, I would be more apt to be like, I know for a fact I'll walk away without a husband. But if it was a husband, I can't sit here and tell you I'm gonna walk away the first time he cheat. I can't tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. I could say that either. That's but I'm saying for me,
I'm saying it's a definite for me. If you cheat, I'm not no. But if I'm married, I can't sit here and be like I'm leaving my husband. I just don't know if I could say that.
I just say that playing devil's advocate because I don't ever want women to think that just because you have some man's last name or a ring on your finger, that it justifies you choosing to stay there. If you stay there, stay there because you want to stay there. Stay there because you feel like it's worth working out. Stay there because he'll put the work in.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
He'll put the work
feel like it's repairable.
Well,
yeah.
You have to allow him to put the work in though, don't you? Because if you've already shut down. Oh, you don't?
Well, the reason why I say that is because some men will come back and say, I'm willing to do anything to make this right. But when the rubber meets the road and it's time for them to put their money where their mouth is and show foot, they're not willing to go to counseling. They're not willing to leave their cell phone unlocked for you to check it. And they're not willing to share your location. Really, something. They're not really to do those things to show you why you should trust them again. And you still keep walking in that marriage like, well, we're going to just keep going. He's my husband. He didn't do nothing different. Right. He came through the door with a 3-carat ring or something bigger and he acted right for 2 weeks. But when it was time for him to pony up and actually put the work in, nah.
Everything went back to the same
thing. Yeah, and you stay there because guess what you say? It's a marriage. It's my husband. No, that sucker the same as the other suckers that cheat. And when it's all said and done, I'm not bitter. I took the time properly to heal. But I think in hindsight, I'll say this again. I was more hurt that Tangi, why would you stay and allow somebody to do that to you?
Well, but okay, but you're saying why would you stay? So in other words, you're saying you wouldn't stay. So at what point?
I've said at this junction in my life where I
you
am
wouldn't
now.
Stay.
No,
okay, so he cheated on you. You gone.
I'm out because I think there are some good men out there who are faithful and value their relationships and marriages. And
could you see yourself ever getting married again?
I used to say no. Now I say yes.
So if you did, and 10 years down the line in your marriage, and he cheat,
then I'm single again, and we're back here.
You know,
that's
for
what
a fact.
You would like to think. That's what I'm just saying. I mean, because it's easy to say
that's
that,
what I'm saying.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me be real clear.
I'm not a what you call it? Shit, I can't even think. I'm not saying everybody should stay in their marriage.
I know
different circumstances,
different strokes for different folks.
Yes, it just depends on.
Let's in the words of T.I., let's be clear. Be clear.
Yeah, like I mean,
let me tell you why we would be right here. I think when I divorced my ex-husband and took a 1-year walk by myself, no men, no dating, no sex, no phone numbers, no phone calls, no nothing, no men. I had to relearn myself and relove myself. And I had to reset the standards of what I wanted in a commitment and a relationship. But above anything else, I think the one thing that I learned is that being alone and being lonely are two different things. I was alone. I was not lonely. So for me now, if I walk down a road with a man for 10 years and I have to go back to being by myself, my 1 year walk taught me, guess what? You can do that again.
Absolutely. But no, I'm saying, okay, so same situation. Would you be willing to give him a chance, or would you just cut it off instantly?
I'm cutting it off instantly. I'm cutting it off instantly because at this juncture of my life, at my age, what I've been through in my previous marriages, any man that I meet in today's time and choose to walk down that road.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this. You're speaking in today's time, but you never know where you're at because we change, you know what I'm saying?
We do evolve.
So in 10 years,
I'm going to leave him. And here's why. I'm going to leave him in 10 years. You know why, Summer? Because we had to for me to choose to marry a man again, we had to be so close. We're closer than close and intimate to where he already knew my history. You know what's been done to me in the past. You know how that broke me, how I felt. You the next sucker up in line. You gonna either drop the ball or you gonna carry. And if you come along and see my worth and get me down that, because it's gonna take a lot for me to marry another man, and you drop the ball after what you knew, oh no, you gone. You gone. And I probably would, like they say, ride it out with 13 cats.
So but you only got to that point after your last one, is what you're saying. You used to be like, I don't know. But now in this juncture, you're like, I do know.
And it ain't about my last one because he irrelevant. He a non-mother-freaking factor. It ain't about him. It was about me realizing in my 1 year walk all the damage that it caused from what he did to me. It ain't him. I forgive him. It's if you're going to leave me broken, insecure, bitter, unsure about myself, questioning myself, looking at men cynical, not trusting men. You put me in such a state that God had to repair. That's the problem. I'm never going to allow a man to put me in that state again.
So, well, okay. So say, because I've seen and I've talked to people or whatever who went through similar situations or whatever, and they left immediately. But then, you know, the man steady, like, I'm not gonna let you go. You know what I'm saying? Months after months, I'm finna fight for this. I'm finna put in the work.
So did Pharaoh when he let them Egyptians go. And he didn't want them back because he valued them. He wanted them back for what they did for him. Sometimes people come back and get you, not because they want you. I'm just being honest.
Well, I'm saying, but in a specific situation,
they do want you sometimes. Sometimes
and end up being with her husband for 30 years.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
And he might try, but my cutoff game's gonna be so hard. He's gonna have a hard time trying to come back and get me back. It's gonna be hard. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
You know?
Well,
they're gonna say, well,
I mean, I am married or whatever. If Tony ever did something like that, of course, my initial is going, you know what I'm saying? I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you never know what you will do if you're in that, in the midst of it.
Now, let me ask you this. It's difference between, you could be done, meaning, and that's another point we didn't even talk about, and we over a little bit on, it's a difference between, I'm going to separate you for a little bit, I'm going to sign these papers. So a lot of times you can separate for a little bit and not sign the papers. Something work out between there and now y'all back together. So that's why the judge always don't let you sign, I think, immediately.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Because it is time for reconciliation.
You may reconcile.
It's a lot that can happen within that separation.
Within that time, because during that
tell
time,
you what
you
didn't
may
happen.
realize.
It didn't change that he's cheated.
You may realize, okay, this is where I want to be.
Right.
You may realize, you know.
I love the maturity.
But no, one thing too, because whatever you trying to run from one person, but you're gonna go in another relationship. It's gonna be something else or another.
True, but all men don't cheat.
No, all men don't cheat. But you never know what's gonna come.
She's serious about that cheating.
No, I'm gonna clear this up and I'm gonna let this be my last
statement. You never know what's
statement.
gonna come with the next package neither. You may get a whole dolphin on your hand.
I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna wrap it up.
So let me ask you this. If he hit you, would you might stay?
No.
Okay, so hitting is off the tape. That's off.
I'm gonna say this to clear this up because I feel like I always end on a bad note. Emotional relational maturity, and this is why she's a wife. I don't want the audience to think that my standpoint is, oh, you're a wife and your man cheated, you need to run out. Please understand when I say, as for me, I've been married several times and divorced. So when I keep saying at this juncture, doesn't mean that I wasn't at another juncture before where I would have stayed. In this season, at this age, in this mental, this is where it is. But this is where I am. But I do feel like honestly, as a woman or a man, when you are in a devoted, committed marriage, you took a vow, you do need to weigh out what's best for you. And one of the things I learned going through my divorce is that I ran and I was like, nope, I'm done. And I ran and got a divorce. And I think I shared this with you. And after I ran and got a divorce, God had a real problem with me. And I was like, God, why did you have a problem with me? I ran and got a divorce. And this is what he said. You didn't include me. You didn't ask me if it was okay for you to divorce this person. Everybody wants to, in holy matrimony and God on the front end when you're standing on the altar. But then when you're running to get a divorce, where do you include God on that? Which is why I tell everybody, don't get married in a courthouse, because that's where you go get a divorce. Include God in both, whether you're going to get married and whether you're going to get a divorce. Even if God lets you out, just get his opinion and see that he says, I'm okay releasing you from this union. So I don't want anybody to think I'm just like, oh no, I'm out ski, I'm done ski. I'm just, no. I'm just saying for me in this where I am now after all I've been through. No.
Yeah.
So then that means you changed, because now you're saying you need to consult with God before divorcing. And so he may tell you no.
I mean, I think
or he may not give you an answer.
He may not give you an answer.
That means
and
wait.
in that situation, sometimes you got to put ego to the side. And, that's why I say my first move would probably be, oh, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
And that would be emotionally immature.
Yeah.
That would be immature.
So you have to put that and just think about the whole.
I think the first question would be, do you love her? Is that the first question that you ask the person? Do you love her? If you love her, I'm out.
It wouldn't be my first question.
Do you love her?
My first question wouldn't be, do you love her? I don't know.
Shit, I need to know. Because if you love her, what are we here for? If you love her, I don't like being second fiddle.
But would every man or woman even come clean sometimes and tell you the truth about that?
I mean, would they even come clean and tell you that they could say it was a one night stand and it could have happened
a whole
multiple
house.
times.
You know what, Summer? I think that's where, like I keep saying, his motive. If he was mature enough to say, hey, come to me and say, hey, in a moment of weakness, vulnerability, this is what happened. Because weakness, opens up the doors. Like if y'all, depending on where y'all are in y'all relationship, you ain't sleeping with him. Y'all been at odds. Things have been going on. He had a moment of weakness, of vulnerability, and he might have, slipped up. I might my boat came undone.
No, I'm just listening.
He might come to you and be a man and say, I feel bad. I did this in a moment of weakness, and I realized it was the wrong road. I want to work out my marriage. I want to work out my relationship. What's up? That's why I keep saying it's not the time for me. It's his mindset. Let me know where you stand.
I think it really take a big person to come to you like you ain't caught nothing,
right? And
he can't live with himself, and he come clean to you.
Now,
like,
that's something that would make me be
there,
like eating him up like that,
right?
I had a dude. I keep saying I'm gonna leave this on. I had a dude that I recently met, and dude was like so cute. I'm just like eating in a restaurant, like eating my food, laughing with my group of friends, and I literally look up and he like this. And I was like, damn, I wonder how long he had been watching me. Dude was really handsome, professional baseball player. Like, just, we got to talking. This is what I'm saying. I respect some men, and this is why this does matter. Right. He called me. We were talking. We had a brief conversation. I said, so are you single, married? What's your situation? He said, it's kind of like I'm single, but we kind of go back and forth to each other's houses. So it's kind of, you know how that can go. It's kind of serious, not serious. It's headed there, but we still date other people. We get to talking, and he gets to know my personality. It was just one conversation, real short. I kid y'all not, I've never had this happen. He said, I can't do it. I said, huh? I said, what did you just say? He said, Tangi, I can't do it. He said, talking to you, just like the type of woman you are, what I'm engaged in right there. He said, I can't even do that to you. He said, you too good of a woman. I can already tell that now. I have to leave you out of my situation. I have to move around, but it was nice meeting you. Da-da-da. And it wasn't, and you could tell it was sincere. It wasn't because I said something wrong to him. Like he really was like, wow. Like I wouldn't dare.
Yeah.
You too of a grade of a woman for me to even pull you into this BS. So some men do have integrity and class and honesty and will come and say, hey, this is what it is. And I told him,
if I was that girl, I would have left him.
Why?
If
I would have found out
the other girl,
if I was the other girl and I would have found out about it, bye.
Please tell me why.
Because you're still looking for something.
But he said that they talk to other people. Was he honest in that? They talk to other people?
He's still looking for something.
Yeah, he's still looking for something.
He is, and she might not be the one.
But I mean, how much is he really looking for if he...
Yeah.
Because maybe he's saying, she's a good woman. I don't want to mix her in because I'm looking out for her. Well, I will say this too.
He lived in another state. So he probably would have talked to me if I was convenient and there. Okay. She's there. Yeah. And he's probably like, I'm not going to try to have something serious and long distance with you and you're this type of woman. And I know I'm going to keep doing whatever with her. She's there.
Girlfriend, if you listening, leave him.
No, I don't think so. Because
she don't want to leave. But they have, according to the story that you told, this is what they do. Now she's probably putting up with that until he
putting up with what? What's wrong with?
He probably didn't want you to get involved because he know you deserve a man.
He said that
going to be.
He said that
the kind of man that he can't be that. He couldn't be that kind of man for you because he's still in and out with her.
But I'm sure that if he's in and out with her, I'm sure that she would want more if he offered more.
But what's wrong with him? Like Summer said, he's looking for more. If she's not
then
enough,
she needs to be gone because
she's choosing not to. So why is he wrong for that?
I didn't say he was wrong.
He's
the man is not wrong. I said if I was her, I would be gone because you're still looking. But he's not wrong. He's being a man. No, he's not wrong at all.
But even if you have some relationships now, what they call them, poly. Whatever those kind of relationships, who don't mind. Yeah, that type of life.
Even if he would have continued talking to Tangi, he still wouldn't have been wrong. Because he told you about her up front.
Oh, he was very... Yeah, you could say this was a man of integrity.
Right.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been wrong.
Yeah, he was very honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
A good...
You done?
We need to tell the audience to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell.
Yeah, ding. Isn't that what they do?
Yeah, ding. Mm-hmm. Leave comments. Tell us what you think. Would you leave? Would you stay? Would you play?
If Shirley called you, what's that lady name?
Shirley.
Barbara.
The Barbara. Hey, Barbara, this is Barbara. Shirley. Yeah, Barbara. Yeah, you got that phone call from Barbara. Wait, Barbara called Shirley.
Now, if I did
Shirley called Barbara.
Yeah, I'm buying his clothes and stuff. Yeah, I'm staying. Y'all need my investment, my return on my investment.
You can go and leave your clothes right here.
Okay.
Sorry, you're not taking it.
Leave how you came. Like your mama used to tell you.
You can have your toothbrush.
Y'all still believe don't buy men's shoes? You still believe in that?
Hell no. I buy him some shoes.
Yeah, I've bought
some shoes.
You was the one who told me, don't buy me no shoes.
He'll run from me.
Yeah, the same shoes he gonna walk out and you won't.
Them dumb colloquialisms.
I used to say that I ain't buying no man no shoes.
Let me be clear. I buy him whatever he want if he a good man.
That's what Tony had me buying his ass shoes. He loves shoes.
Whatever he want, if he good, I buy him. Run it up. Sit on mama lap.
Sit on mama lap.
All right, thank y'all.
Bye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.